Welcome and thanks so much for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Deb Gillard, your host of the program, and today is Friday, July 13th. It's a great day. It's a lucky day. Hope you're not superstitious, but a lot of great things happen on Fridays of July 13th, or of the 13th anyway. So hope you're going to have a good one and a good weekend as well. We, of course, are coming to you locally on Charter Channel 8, cable TV in the Owatonna area, and out on the internet as well. You can find us by Googling Owatonna Today Show. You can find us uploaded to YouTube, and of course we have a Facebook page that we ask you to like once you get there, and then you'll get updates of when our programs are uploaded there. And please obviously take note of our cell phone numbers and email address on the screen throughout the course of the program. We do look for information from you about things that are going on in the community and ideas for guests and show topics as well. We, of course, thank and appreciate our Owatonna Today Show sponsors very much. We welcome back to our supportership R&K Electric, so thank you very much to them for joining us back on the program. They are among our interlude supporters who also include TPS Insurance, Summit Mortgage, Snap Fitness, Profinium Financial, Pizza Ranch of Owatonna, Owatonna Business Incubator, Napa Auto Parts, Clancher and Son Landscaping and Concrete, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Fairview Animal Medical Center, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Carlson Brandstad and Company CPAs, Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clare Bridge of Owatonna, Glenn Mager and Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, A+ Sew and Vac, and Abraham Consulting Technologies. Primary supporters are Steele County Historical Society, Owatonna Care Center, Little Theater of Owatonna, and Amy Swain Hearing Centers. And our premier supporters are St. Mary's School Night of Nights auction. I think that was in the past, but we thank them anyway. Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County, Owatonna Public Utilities, Mayo Clinic Health System, Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, and the City of Owatonna. And we do ask that you thank these businesses, individuals that are associated with the businesses and organizations, as we do thank them very much, and patronize their businesses and support their organizations wherever and whenever possible. We also encourage you, if you're interested in supportership, to contact Leanne, 390-5751. She'll be happy to get you a supporter packet. And if you'd ever like to make a contribution to the program, please do so by sending it to Owatonna Today Show at 1130 North Elm in Owatonna. We have a great show for you, lots of information. We are concentrating the whole program today on the Steele County Blades. Very excited to have a couple of representatives here to talk about everything that's going on. They're right at the beginning of a very busy time and a great inaugural season, so we will take our first break for our Owatonna Today Show supporters and find out more about the Steele County Blades. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Recreational fires are allowed within the Owatonna city limits. They must be contained within a fire pit or a device designed for such use, and can be 3 feet in diameter and no more than 3 feet high. They must be 25 feet from a building or combustibles. Only untreated or unpainted woods must be used. Fires must be attended by a person at all times that are capable of extinguishing the fire. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, we're Mark and Becky Stevens of the Owatonna Pizza Ranch.
And we support the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back, and thanks again for joining us on this Friday, July 13th. We welcome in studio Mark Woodrich. How are you, Mark?
Excellent, Deb. Thank you.
Good, and dressed in the colors. And also Steve Murphy. How are you, Steve?
I'm doing good today.
New to our Owatonna Today Show, and we're going to get to know you a little bit better here as our time progresses. But orange and black and white,
Orange and black.
These are the colors.
Our new catchphrase, come back to the orange and black.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Come back.
So we had you on a little while ago, Mark, and we're going to start kind of at that aspect and see where everything has come since then. We had a chance to, I think you had an opportunity at that time to talk a little bit about the head coach, John Jonasson, is that
John Jonasson.
Jonasson.
We had hired him just about a week before.
Yep, that we were talking.
So that was kind of the focus of that, and moving forward towards the summer and the season, and now we're there. We're in the middle of the summer, and we have tryouts. Our first tryouts are in 1 week on July 20th, and so we have Steve here, who's our assistant coach and our director of scouting, and he'll be talking a lot about the players who are coming for tryouts and what he's anticipating for the team. But that's coming. Our schedule has now been announced, so that will get posted on our website, which is another new update of steelecountyblades.com.
Okay.
That will get posted this week, and our so our schedule's out. And,
Okay,
yeah.
and I'm guessing people can get paper copies here too. You've got the bright orange copies of the schedule, and I'm sure they'll be circulated out and about as well.
Yep.
I was just saying before we came on the program that I had a chance to go on the website and take a look at the Steele County Blades, and it looks very, very user-friendly, very sports-oriented, and looks like it's going to be a lot of good information on there for people to utilize to find out what's going on with the Blades. I think, did I see an interview on there as well?
Yep,
There was even a
we've got
audio interview?
posted an interview with our coaches, and in fact, I even have posted the interview with you when you posted.
Oh, no, that I didn't see.
Interviewed
but-
me the last time.
Okay.
That's on there as well. So.
Okay. And
Yep.
the season starts when then? Let's let folks know kind of when they can be expecting it. It's not too far away.
The season starts for the Blades, starts on the road in September. September 7th is our first game in Wisconsin Dells.
Okay.
We play the Dells Ducks, and just due to the nature of when they put the ice in at the Four Seasons, we'll be on the road for the entire month of September.
Okay.
And then our home opener in Owatonna, they put the ice in the first week of October then.
Okay.
And our home opener will be October 13th, Saturday night, October 13th.
Okay, so the Blades, the skates get on home ice a little bit into the season, but in early October, and that's going to be fun too. And then how long does the season actually last? You've got a lot of games on
Yep,
there.
we have 44 games.
Wow.
And then plus our hope is to make it into the playoffs.
Okay.
And so season goes until mid-March.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
That's a long season, isn't it? And a lot of games.
Yeah, it's a long
a
season.
A lot of traveling, but plenty of them here at home too.
Yep.
Do you know how it breaks out, home games to away? Is it about half and half?
About half and half.
Okay.
Yep.
Good enough. Well, we'll look forward to hearing more about those too as time progresses. Let's take this opportunity to get to know Steve Murphy, a little bit better. Titles are Director of Scouting
Correct.
and Assistant Coach of the team as well. But before we get into what all that entails and what you do here and what you will be doing with the Blades, let's find out a little bit more about you. You hail from where?
I'm originally from Anchorage, Alaska.
Okay.
I played 3 years of juniors after I graduated high school up there in my AAA program. I spent 2 years in Ohio, right outside of Toledo, and then my last year there was a junior team that was originally in Springfield, Missouri, that moved up to about 25 miles away from my house in Alaska, and I went back up there and played my last season. Lived at home with my parents, had a blast, and then I ended up coming out here. I went to school up in St. Paul at the University of St. Thomas. Spent my time out there, and now I'm doing something else that I love, coaching.
Very good, very good. So you'll be assisting John at the coach position, but a very important piece of what you're doing right now too involves scouting and also acquiring sponsorships. But first, let's talk a little bit about the scouting, so that folks know again. And I think we've tried to identify this before. This level of hockey encompasses who? I mean, who are your typical players, if there is such a thing?
Well, you can play until you're 21 years old.
Okay.
Once you're 21 years old, it's called aging out.
Okay.
The kids
Bummer,
that
at 21.
Right, exactly.
You
the
kids.
kids that we're looking for are obviously anybody younger than 21. You know, and we're looking for anybody that can play junior hockey, and that could be an 18-year-old, it could be a 19-year-old, it could be a 17-year-old that's still a junior in high school.
Okay.
Obviously, anybody that's good enough to play junior hockey and that's looking for the exposure and the experience. You know, we definitely want to come out to tryouts. We want to give them an opportunity to make our hockey club, and we hope to have them out.
Okay. It's, I would guess, a really good opportunity for some of those kids. Well, let me first just ask, how does that work? If somebody is potentially a junior in high school, do they have to be attending a school around here in order to play, or not necessarily, like right within the local confines?
Well, if they're local, they can obviously attend the Owatonna High School. If they're out of state, like we have a couple of kids that are out of state, but obviously they've graduated. If we do take a kid that is still in high school and he's from out of state, his best opportunity would probably be to take some classes online.
Okay.
And that way it's easier for him to transfer at the end of the year to go back to his local high school and graduate on time.
Okay.
And so that's what we encourage the kids to do.
Well, that's a great opportunity, and one that up until a few years ago was not even a possibility
Right.
for somebody to do that.
Should probably mention there are special rules within, like if we actually do have some Owatonna kids signed up to play on the team and they're not of high school age, but Minnesota hockey has special rules that if a kid is in high school age, and they have an opportunity to play. So if an Owatonna kid that was high school age wanted to play on our team, they would play what's called a split season.
Okay.
They have to play for their Owatonna team, the high school team, but they could play before the season starts and after the Owatonna
got it.
season starts.
Okay.
But we can't take them
out of their
It's all
regular
for
high
the
school
better
season.
of
Oh, sure.
Minnesota hockey.
Yeah, well, absolutely. You want them to stay in their
Yeah.
high school and see
But-
that through as well. But there may be some talent there that you can utilize in the other aspects.
And we will have a couple of high
Okay.
school age kids from other states that those states don't have those rules.
Okay. Well, Mark mentioned too that tryouts then are coming up. They're actually starting a week from today. And what's involved in the tryouts? How long do those last? And what do you look for?
The tryouts are 2 days,
Okay.
July 20th and 21st. That's been mentioned.
Yeah.
You know, and right now we have somewhere around 20 kids signed up for camp.
Okay.
We're looking for somewhere around 40 to 50, and the reason why we want to keep it a little bit lower is because we want to make it as competitive as possible for everybody. We want to get a strong look at every single kid. And if there's 80 kids out there on the weekend, you know, in 2 days, it's really unrealistic to get a good look and each kid have a good shot at making our hockey club. So we want to keep the numbers a little bit lower,
Okay.
And we're about halfway to achieving that goal. And we're looking for anybody that can help our hockey club win. We want to put a winning product out on the ice. We want the city of Owatonna to have a winning product and a winning hockey team they can be proud of. And those are the kind of kids that we're looking for. Some kids that are not only good hockey players, but that are good in the community and good people on and off the ice.
Very nice. Well, those are the ages, and again, if you know of somebody who might be interested, and there are ways to get a hold of you. Obviously, we have phone number and contact information and website, and I'm sure they could get there and find out more about the tryouts. And I imagine too, you're feeling, as always, as a coach would be looking for scouting, or your coaches will be looking for rounding out the team. I mean, you have to look for a certain number of, okay, I'm going to get the terms wrong here, but defense, offense.
Correct.
You need a well-rounded team
Yes.
in that pool.
Yep, you're right on. And you know, right now we have a couple signings that we've already have signed, kids that you know that we feel have a great shot at making our hockey club and can play the full year with us. And obviously, when tryouts come around, we're looking to build around those kids and expand our team. You know, obviously, not every position is set yet. But at the same time, the signings that we have made with the goalies, the defensemen, and the forwards, we feel we've got a strong base right now to be very competitive in this league, and we're looking to, you know, through tryouts to build depth and find some more kids to help our club.
How many ultimately will end up on the team then?
Around 25 is what
About
we're looking
25.
to do. You know, injuries happen and stuff like that, and so you know, we're definitely looking for some depth and you know, not too far of a drop off from kids that are in and out of the lineup.
Okay. That seems like a good place to take a break. When we come back from our break, we're gonna talk a little bit about getting sponsorships, some of the ticket prices, and a little bit about billeting the families and where some of these kids stay. So we'll take this break, and we'll be coming right back.
Hi, this is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance, and we are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm Matthew Camp, the new plastic surgeon at Mayo Clinic Health System of Owatonna and Albert Lee. I trained in medical school at Wake Forest in North Carolina and completed plastic surgery training in Southern California at Loma Linda. Plastic surgeons provide a wide range of aesthetic and reconstructive surgery. We operate from head to toe. I look forward to meeting you.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Business Incubator. We're here to help small businesses start and to grow. We're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, my name is Dave Olson and I'm with R&K Electric, where we provide power to the people. We're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back on the Friday, July 13th program, and it's all about the Steele County Blades today, and we're very happy again to have with us Mark Woodrich and Steve Murphy joining us to tell us a little bit more. I unwittingly even kind of wore orange, actually.
Go Blades.
Yeah, go Blades. Woo, go Blades. Didn't even know I was dressing appropriately, but I do appreciate that too. And we've got the official wear there on Mark, and also you've got your logo there too, Steve, on your jacket. We were just talking a little bit about the tryouts, who makes up the team and those kinds of things, but also in addition to that, well, it sounds like the couple of hats that you're wearing, your scouting, your assistant coaching, but you're also going to be out very visible here in the community, Steve, working on sponsorships for the team, and let's find out about why that's important to begin with.
Correct. Well, when the last junior hockey club was here, a big part of that a big part of their income, and how that team runs was obviously based on the owners putting money in. Sponsors played a little bit of a role, and then things such as season tickets and merchandise. This time around, this junior team's a little bit different. There's a little bit different of an income that comes in as far as the kids coming and paying to play. But then we also do rely on sponsorships. And we also have, there's different packages as far as what we're going to offer. Jersey sponsorships, helmet sponsorships. It's a great time for companies to kind of put their logo on us and be on the ice in front of everybody, not just the people around Steele County, but all over Minnesota and into Wisconsin. And it's a good chance for them to market their company to a couple different places other than Steele County and get their name out.
Very true. So I was thinking more in terms when you first started talking about the actual, our own ice here, our home ice and our arena and that type of thing. But when you talk about putting logos on helmets and jerseys and things like that, you really are taking it out and about, and with the amount of time that you are traveling, and to where. I mean, let's just kind of a map of where the team will travel to encompasses what?
Encompasses Bloomington, Edina, Asante, Wisconsin Dells, Hudson, Rochester.
Okay. So
I think we got
local Minnesota and a little bit regional.
We have a showcase down in Madison, Wisconsin this year that will be down there too for a whole weekend for 4 days. So
if we're talking about businesses that might want to get their name out there and their information out there and their product and or service out there, not just here in the Owatonna and Steele County area, but to those places that the team will be traveling, there would be, I'm sure, any number of choices for them to make in regards to sponsorships, and I'm sure they're from smaller to larger, right?
Correct. Yep. We have, like I said, we have a bunch of different packages. Obviously we can't have our jerseys full of sponsorships, but we're definitely looking for one big company to sponsor our jerseys and our helmets, and then you kind of work your way down from there, sponsoring things such as Player of the Game, or the Owatonna Game Night, or just your basic sponsorships, such as in a team program or banners around the rink, stuff like that. So.
I would guess that there has been support for junior hockey here in the community before. I would guess that some of those would jump back on board and be sponsors again, and then of course maybe under the new model, as this team has evolved into what it is now today with the Steele County Blades, that there might be some new businesses that might want to jump on board and say, okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. This is a local product, and it's you've worked hard to have it here, and I would think that they would want to get their hands on that.
Yep, and we are locally owned and operated as well, so we want to reach out and work with our businesses in town. And another thing, in addition to business sponsorships, one thing we're going to be doing, we always did group sales and group activities, but it really wasn't pushed that much in the past, and that's one thing we're going to push is different church group nights and service club nights and things like that, where we get all the service clubs instead of just having Lions night and we just service club night where they all. So maybe there's a few hundred, from different,
an opportunity
or church group night, where on a Wednesday where all the churches have their youth activities or something. It's church youth night. We don't have a Wednesday game, but let's just say something like that or whatever.
Thinking along those lines a little bit, just being creative in regards to those types of things. So group nights, acknowledging community organizations, things like that too. It sounds like there will be maybe some tickets tossed out there on occasion. Maybe some of our sponsors, some of the major sponsors would have some tickets to the games then too. Does that sound like it's going to be included?
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't around the last time there was a junior team here in Owatonna, but I can tell you that the people that take care of us, we're going to take care of them this time around. And obviously, it's not just a sponsorship. We're going to give back to them as far as tickets and what we can offer them as far as marketing. Each package is a little bit different, but we want to take care of them and their employees, and giving tickets and getting them into the games and getting them excited about the Steele County Blades hockey team. That's what we're looking to do.
Oh, definitely. Well, it sounds like just the beginning of a very, very exciting time for this hockey team and for the community in general. Let's bounce back here. We're going to talk to Mark a little bit about, we were talking about the kids, who they are, how they make the team, what you're looking for, how many of them there'll be. So we're going to have approximately 25 kids, and maybe a few of them from the area with arrangements of their own, but some may need families to stay with.
Yep, the majority of them will need a family to stay with, and we have, from our past team, we have a network of families, but anytime you do things like take a year off to make your plan for the team correct. That gives somebody who may have been a host family a year off to do other things and then find that they're doing, or their family dynamics may have changed or whatever.
Sure.
So we have some of our past families, but we are definitely seeking host families for our players. Or we're getting nothing but the best players. We want good players who have indicated they want to be part of the community and good citizens, and so those are the kids we're going to be putting into people's homes. And really what we need is people with open rooms to who may either be a hockey family, maybe an empty nester, maybe a single who has an open room, whatever. We need host families.
Okay.
To
and you kind of call these billet families, same
billet
thing. Billet
families,
families, host
yep.
families, and they really just need a room in their home, a space in their home to kind of welcome that person into a family. When you talk about it, it sounds a lot like perhaps hosting a foreign exchange student, correct?
Yep. And I don't know that if foreign exchange students pay to stay in a home, but
I think there are a lot of different programs.
In this case, actually, the payers do pay a $300 fee to the family to cover expenses of food. I mean, obviously, the family's kind of expected to keep some food around, and
one would think, yes.
allow the kid to be part of their family,
Sure.
and so they do pay for that. It's not like we're just putting them in and saying, here, nothing in it for you.
Okay.
The other thing that's different is in the past, maybe the team was a little stingy with the tickets they gave away. Every member of every host family, billet family, whether you have one or whether you have 6 kids, everybody will get a season pass to the Blades. Everybody in your family.
All right.
So
that's a good insight.
Please, we need your family. We need your house.
Yeah.
These are good kids.
Good kids that are going to be coming in and getting recruited here. So like you said, just about any combination of anything, whether it's a family with a number of kids and they just love hockey, or somebody who finds that they have it in their hearts and their homes to welcome somebody in for the year and one of these players, but we're going to need to get them some homes. So good luck to you on that, and we're going to mention that too. Again, not just our viewers themselves that are watching, but if you know of somebody who may not have seen this program, pass that along. And how can they best get a hold of you for any and all of these things, I guess?
Best just go to our website. It's got information on all of it, and then it has contact, our phone numbers, our emails. It's got Steve's email. It's got my email. If you're interested in being a billet family, email me, call me. We have our list of player rules. There's a page that's called Billet Families, and you can download a list of our rules and contract that the players sign, that the rules they have to follow in order to stay in somebody's house.
And just like, or very similar again to host families for foreign exchange students, I think some of your past experiences with families have been that the families and the kids, I call them kids, but they're obviously young adults, they have stayed and remained friends, and they really do become a part of their family for that length of time, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, we're just a few years into it, but we know we've created some lifetime friends and families.
Yeah, so if you feel that you can and be generous, that would be great.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I spent 2 years down in Ohio,
Okay.
And so I've gone through the whole billeting process and stuff like that, and you make lifelong relationships with the family and their kids and stuff like that. And in fact, the family that I stayed with down in Ohio, they're now sending their kid to our tryouts. He just graduated this past year, and I got in contact with them and asked him if he was interested in coming to tryouts, and
Very nice.
They're sending him up, and hopefully he can come up, and we liked what he sees, and hopefully we can get him on the team. So
become kind of a second family for you, and that's a great experience and a great example of, I think, what can happen when you stay in touch, and obviously a hockey-loving family and interested in potentially supporting this program as well with the players. So best of luck. Well, good luck with the tryouts. Again, we've got contact information there. I think for both of you, head to the website if you need to find out more about tryouts, more about sponsorships. Expect to see Steve and maybe other representatives out in the community as well, talking to you about sponsorships and group deals and all those things as the season is not too far from starting. So thank you both for joining us and giving us all the information about the Steele County Blades. Go Blades! We hope you have a great season, great tryouts, and then a great season beyond.
Yeah, and also the tryouts are open to the public. So
all right, we can
fact,
come and watch.
I should probably mention that happens to be the same night as Relay for Life.
Okay.
So that'll be going on there. And if it turns out to be hot, it's certainly going to be cool in the arena.
Stop in the arena and
come
see how the tryouts are going. Good call. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, Steve, thank you so much for joining us, and have a great, great season.
Thanks.
All right, we'll take a break for our supporters, and we'll be back to wrap up for today.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House in Clarebridge, and we're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
It's time to wrap up the program here on this Friday, July 13th with a reminder of Bluegrass Music in Owatonna going on at the Gainey Center tomorrow. Tickets available at Tone Music, $5 per person. And then you head out to the Gainey Center and find your spot on the lawn, whether you've got a blanket or a folding chair or whatever you want to bring with you to just have a great day with the family out there. There is a short history presentation at 11 o'clock, kind of talking about the history of bluegrass and how it came to be what it is today. 3 bands in a row then playing from noon until 6, so an afternoon of music. Copper Creek, the High 48s, and Monroe Crossing then to wrap things up for the day. Just a great afternoon of music brought to you by Music in Owatonna. Again, $5 tickets at Tone Music, and there will be food and beverages available on the grounds, so lots of good things for your family to eat and drink and just enjoy a great afternoon of music. So do try to make that. Weather permitting, it's going to go on rain or shine, so bring your umbrella, and if you love bluegrass, you'll sit through anything, I think, to watch and listen. Steele County Food Shelf is conducting a campaign here during July. They're participating in the Open Your Heart to the Hungry Challenge to raise funds for the food shelf. The more funds that they raise in the month of July means that their Open Your Heart grant will be larger. And just as a point of note, in June of this year, just past that month, they have served 584 Steele County households and with 45,000 pounds of food. So the need is great. The need is out there for our Steele County Food Shelf, and if you donate to them during the month of July, they just want to help fill those empty plates, and they're actually going to benefit even further from things that come in during the month of July. So get a hold of them if you think you can help in any way, shape, or form. Steele County Safety Council will be having their next meeting next Wednesday, July 18th. The topic is occupational noise. Medical respiratory clearance and fit testing will also be a part of it. They're going to be talking a little bit about iPods and earplugs and all the things that can contribute to occupational noise and some of the hazards of the same. And they will have, as always, at the Elks Club an 11:30 to noon lunch buffet, and then the presentation will be from noon to 1. The cost is $7, and you can call Kevin Dilmuth at 475-2185 for more information about the Steele County Safety Council or that particular program. The next presentation in the summer reading program at the Owatonna Public Library is next Thursday, July 19th. They will have a visit from the Raptor Center, and that will be beginning at 10 o'clock. It's open to ages 6 and up, so a great event for the family at the Owatonna Public Library. We should mention that coming up next week on the Owatonna Today Show, we'll be talking cake paparazzi, the Owatonna Arts Center Secret Garden Tour. We'll have an update from the Owatonna Public Utilities, talking Festival of the Arts and United Way kickoff, so please join us then. Have a great weekend.